Well, this is Guns, Knives, Watches, and of course this is a Leatherman Charge TTI, I guess, with an S30B blade, and I had a little bit of problem. Basically, this side of the grind is perfect at 15 degrees off center. This side is not so good. So basically I'm reprofiling this side. It gets thin there, thickens out, thins out there. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff going on. But everybody knows I carry a Victorinox Swiss Tool Spirit, but I am giving the Leatherman a shot. I've had it for forever, but that's just my thing. Finally getting around to it. That's not what this video is about. This video is about a cold steel Recon 1 with a triad lock. Of course, this one is Recon 1 spear point plain edge. It's a little bit more than that. Here's just the standard Chinese box that it comes with. This one is made with Carpenter steel, CTS XHP. Of course, still made in Taiwan. Spear point. Why did I do spear point? Because of the triad lock. It's supposedly the strongest lock in the industry. Let's zoom out just a little bit. I went with the stronger blade. Now, the clip point is a great blade, really cool, has a lot of history, has a really fine point though. And if I was going to test the lock, I needed as strong a tip on it as I possibly could, which is why I chose the spear point. Of course, full G10, ambi carry. It comes with a separate pocket clip because of course it's not symmetrical. It's an asymmetrical clip. It uses a G10 spacer. There's a triad lock. Now, it does not, it looks as though there are two phosphor bronze bushings. There may be a thin piece of Teflon, I don't know. I don't believe so. It seems as though there's just two, you know, but I haven't taken it apart yet. This is just my initial impression of the knife. Anybody who knows my history with cold steel, I don't have one. I don't use a lot of cold steel products. I've got, of course, the Trailmaster in Sanmai steel, but as you can see, it's not been used. I mean, so I effectively have no real world experience because I don't carry knives like that. I carry pocket knives all the time, and I do a lot of things with my pocket knives that I probably shouldn't, which is why I got this spear point cold steel Recon 1 with the triad lock. So this is my first foray into it. We'll take her apart, this, there, the other. The Carpenter steel, of course, is more expensive than the previous one, and I think it had Oz 8 or, you know, I don't exactly know what their steels were. Of course, they use a lot of MK5. So, but I believe it was Oz 8 on the folding pocket knife, the Recon 1. So the Carpenter steel, of course, is an American-made steel. Powder metallurgy, da. So, probably the most expensive part of the knife, you know, came from the United States. The most expensive single piece. But it's got good traction, good feel in the hand. If I was to hit something hard with the knife in my hand, you know, it's got a good guard there so my hand doesn't go up on the knife. Clip doesn't really bother me. Of course, that's in my left hand. Right hand, you know, feels good too. You know, no real problems. One thing, it's a little tight, but you want every knife kind of to be a little tight in the beginning. They'll work in, but it, you know, it works. The be happy to go through this one, kind of see where we're at, and give me a little more options than just my standard folding knife, and not at that much weight. I mean, you can look it up and see what the weight is, but it seems as though, I don't know, 5-6 ounces, something like that. Of course, I'm probably way the hell off. Look it up on the website. Recon 1 spear point. It's not the mini, it's the full size. But, you know, they make an XL in this one, and they make all kinds of stuff, but this is just my preferred package. Strong lock, strongest blade. You know, the XL, of course, will give you more leverage on that lock, and I guess it would probably be better for just testing the lock. But for a user knife, you know, a larger user knife, this is a really good knife, man. Tactical, yeah. Everyday carry, yeah. You know, it's not that bad. I've carried heavier knives, how about that? And like I said, that's one thing about the Leatherman Charge. It's a little bit thicker and a little bit heavier, and you can really tell it. I mean, between the Swiss Tool Spirit, it feels like you have something more in your pocket. And I'm not trying to be funny, but that's one of the things. Believe it or not, man, this is not for what you get. It's a good package. What everyone always said about them, I tend to agree. Now, I haven't had a lot of experience with them, in fact almost none, just playing around with it, but it seems to be a well put together package. This is Guns, Knives, and Watches with the Cold Steel Recon 1 Triad Lock Spear Point, man. Have a good one.